Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey,
So,
Clayton,
yeah.
if you want to make me a guest or a host, I can let people in.
Okay, let me do that. Hold on. Let's go to participants and I will make you a host and co-hosts. And you got it. Okay, let's go ahead and start. All right, so I'm a little bit, let me see if I can go backwards a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So a hogan is a dwelling that the Navajos have. We have what we call the male hogan. We also have a female, and the round one, the round shaped one, is called the female. And there's a lot of different ideas that is a part of the hogan. And every hogan faces the east, and the doorway to the east. So, when we're growing up, this becomes our comfort zone, and I think it is for every home throughout the world, that they have a place they feel comfortable. There's mom, dad, brother, sister, and everybody's familiar with everything inside. And at some point, we were asked to go outside as we grow a little older. And we had a tradition. Our father would line us up as a family and face a mountain to the east. So this represents a mountain. We call it Sisnajin. So every morning, and it's usually before the sun comes up, you can still see the stars, the Milky Way, but you can see the lights in the horizon. So while you're standing there, you are as my dad leads the group in a prayer, and the prayer is talking to, we are here, we want a desire to have peace, love, joy, and harmony in ourselves, individually and as a family. That's what we desire. And then we have names for who we're talking to. There's two beings, and then there's Mother Earth, Father Sky, and then there's other folks. And all these folks are saying we support life. We give life to people. And so in my idea here, we have a relationship with our family. We have a relationship with in our prayer would be higher power. And that relation is called K'é. If you were to learn how to spell it, this would be K glottal, E high tone. So K'é is how you say it. So K'é means relationship. If I was to say my relatives, I would say she, let's draw it out a little bit. And so becomes a way of greeting, a way of not yat is a greeting, but it allows you to say there's family members around you. So your immediate family, your extended family, and your clan. So your clan on your mother's side, your clan on your father's side, grandparents on both sides. And that becomes your identity. Father, mother, and both grandparents, all right? So both sets of grandparents. So that becomes like extended family. Because you have this clan membership, you're connected to other clans. So let's say I had 20 people in this room. If I said who is a Luk'a, which is my mother's clan, about 3 or 4 would raise their hands. Who is Ashim, my father's clan? Another 2 or 3 which would raise their hand. Who is a as a son of my grandfather's clan, and another 3 or 4 would show up. And then who was Totsone, of my paternal grandparents. And all of a sudden you got about 3/4 raising their hands. So that's how powerful this clanship is. That in this group right here, you have that clanship is instantaneous family. So you treat each other like brother, sister, grandpa, all those, similar to how you say mother, father, grandma, grandfather, all those come into play. Now, the reason why I say this is powerful is because this is the way to stay together. It's like glue. And like it is like your family. So you might not know anybody in this family until you go to a big meeting and everybody says, I'm this. Then you'll find out, oh, that guy's my relative, and you never grew up with them, but you're not instant family with them. So leadership is saying, let's talk about this idea of family. And we do things together. We always check on each other. This becomes a team. And everybody's kind of like in a circle. And everything that we do is for that family. And so whatever idea comes into this group, everybody talks about it. And all of a sudden that group becomes knowledgeable. So K'é Leadership means, how do we move together? How do we move together? Some people think of it's like traditional people do, like, let's go harvest, let's go lambing season, let's go take care of the garden. Those, so that it's a group idea. Here comes somebody coming in. Sorry. All right. There you go. Yacht. Can you hear me? Oh, it's still trying to bring him in. All right. So we'll wait. All right. So this clan is like family, team, and start talking about things that you can accomplish together. So K'é Leadership says this becomes your way of accomplishing things as a group. Now, the reason why I chose this is because 2 reasons. One, we can apply this to if there's a group called the LifeVantage in this community right here, and our clans tell us to come together, we become an instantaneous team, family at the same time, real quickly. All right, it looks like the folks still struggling to get on board. Now, the reason why I showed this mountain is the mountains are around us, this Hogan, and they are full of knowledge and wisdom all the way around. So I will talk about one sequence or how to accomplish something today, tomorrow, 1 year, 10 years, something that you dedicate yourself towards. And in our case, it'd be a leadership team. Down here at the bottom, I put a connection or a connection group, connectors. All right. So one way I can explain this is, if I'm going to connect these two, I would find a way, the pencil and the ruler. Okay. That's how connections work. Okay. Now in this team, somebody would be the expert. For me, my dad or our dad would probably be the expert. But let's say LifeVantage team that we have, we can say that one of us is the expert. In my mind, Carol fits that bill because she's the one that kind of brought this idea into this team. All right. What an expert means is she has knowledge of this product, of this business, of this connection with others. So, and at the same time, she's the expert. She's also a connector. So she can be this, and she can give knowledge. But for some reason, if somebody says a question and she can't answer it, she becomes a connector. You know, I'll get back with you. I know my brother Bob or whatever, you know, and it says, Bob understands this better than I do. So she becomes a connector to Bob. And she can invite Bob to this team that's formed. And all of us are connectors. Carol's a connector, but also she's an expert. And so we kind of lean on her to give knowledge, sometimes in the meeting and sometimes one-on-one with each one of us. And the connectors are the actual people. Carol will call that the consultants. The reason why I want to say connector is I was listening to what is it? One of our presenters, one of the Worry was given a presentation that I was listening to. He said, don't think of yourself as I have to go knock on doors or I have to go meet that person or what. No, you just be yourself. Just like me being a person right here in this family, I would say my grandfather, my mother, my father, you begin to think in terms of my family. And then that everybody that you see out in the world, wherever you go, they become family members. And they become, you can say, I'm going to connect with that person. And of course, in our culture, is a way, there's a certain way to connect with everybody that, you know. So when I meet a new person that I have never been connected to before, I just shake their hand first. And I can go, if he's older, I can say Shiche. I can give him a kinship term, my grandfather or grandmother or brother or sister, if they're kind of on the same level age as I am. But at the same time, I can ask them, what's your clan? And they'll give me, every time they'll give me one of those 4 clan that make up him or her. Now, the reason why you do that is now you can say, I would like you to invite you to a meeting. I have my goals. My goal is that I invite 10 people. You know, you're going to be part of my team, my 10 people, and we will be trained together. And we have an expert. Her name is Carol. And there are other team members that form their own teams also. But we have a meeting every so often that we bring all the connectors together, because the connectors need to know their roles. And today's lesson is how to make sure you have a clan, you know, all 4 clans, so you can introduce yourself to another person, right? And they will tell you, the beautiful thing about this is, let's say I shared the clan, the person I met shares their clan. And if they say, look, and the other person says, look, we instantaneously, our mind, our hearts, our body, basically are just one. Okay. We can, once we establish that connection on a personal level, we can talk about anything we want to. And because we're family. And so we can say, I have a supplement that I take, and this is what it does. I only know a little bit because I would like to connect you to an expert. We do it as a group, but she can also connect you one-on-one. She can do a presentation to the group, or she can do one-on-one. And the person might say, yeah, I'll go to that big gathering you have. Well, it's not big, but it will be big later on. So they become connectors. And that's what Mr. Orr says, just be a connector, So we call it a connectors. Now, once you become a connector, you're kind of enlightened, just like the light that hits you from in the morning when you wake up. And then during the day, you start traveling towards clockwise up towards this mountain over here. As you're going to the next mountain, there are things that come into your life, and you have to deal with those things that come into your life. Monsters, in Navajo we call them monsters, right? And even though the Navajo twins killed off all the monsters in the land, we still have monsters today that they didn't live back then, but we know that they're here, and they crisscross the country today. And what these monsters are to us today are addictions. They're things that can take our minds. We say it takes our minds, our hearts, our soul, basically, and so we can't get back out of it. One of them we call fear. All right. The good thing about Navajo clan is we already know that my mother and father support me. So I really, my fears are not that small. I mean, my fears are not that big. They're small, meaning I can go up to a grandma, a grandpa, a uncle, a brother or sister, and I have no problem sharing with them my plans, and we can come to a certain level, and we can talk together about anything. So that's what's good about K'é. Now, the fears that we have, we'll spell out some more, but they limit us. They can limit us if we lend our minds and our hearts to that, or if you let them control you. Sometimes we as people grow up we're kind of afraid of other people, right? Just because we've never experienced being with people. So that could be a fear. But knowing that fear is there, we can start beginning to say, no, I'm just going to keep going because there's things that I need to do in the second mountain. The second mountain is you receive an idea, like K'é is an idea. We can take that with prayer and we can take it to this next mountain, and we call it the plan mountain. Nahata. This plan mountain in our lives, our minds can be a imaginary person, a creator. And so we can actually say, I'm going to meet 10 people and invite them to this meeting that will happen in about 2 weeks. And I'll work on it every day. I'll commit myself to meeting 10 brand new people. Some of them I might know some of them. Others, that maybe 5 of them I won't know, but I would have just met them because they're all Navajos. And they all agree that I will be there that next Thursday that we meet. Not next Thursday, but 2 weeks. So all automatically I have a plan for the word K'é. My goal is to create other connectors. I want you to just be like me, brother. I want you to be just like me. I want you to be a connector. We need to find 9 more people. You're number 1. And together we're going to farm a team of 10. Do you know of anybody that would be interested in what I just told you about a product? And if you do, let's have them be part of the team. So you're no longer by yourself trying to collect the 10. You have another person that will. So if each one of you chose another one, that there's 4 already. So that's how our this is a plan idea. And then we come together on the next mountain. We come together. This is called it's the West Mountain, and we call it Ina, where things move. Ina means move. We move, so we are Ina. Our dogs and cats and trees and water, they also move, so they're like people. So Ina, life is there. When we connect with somebody, life occurs. Our voice starts moving, our eyes and our ears and our hands shake hands. All those things start connecting. So here, at this place right here, we're forming a team. All right. So here, we want everybody to come together. Everybody that becomes a leader or connector, we bring 10 people to this place. And Carol would be there, maybe Bob will be there, maybe other people. But we have experts there that will be presenting. I might be an expert from the standpoint of telling the story about cultural lessons. Carol might be there to say, let me share some ideas that's brand new, it's coming up about pro tantum or about LifeVantage. So we meet together. I would say we meet together every other week. At this place, we are learning how to be an influencer. A person, how do you connect with others? How do you make it so that we touch people's heart? Because right here in this mountains, we call them sahakes. It has to do with our minds. So we start thinking. And over here, we start thinking and our hands start moving. So we write down things. So our bodies get involved. So this is kind of like our body mountain. Way down here in the West, we connect with others that are, we used to think they're strangers, but now that we have connection with our clans, we become a family. And so we become, our hearts, our emotions, our social ways become, it just, when you share your heart, it attracts you together. Just like a family. I don't want to leave my mother because my mother and I have this connection with our hearts. It's no longer our minds. Our minds might be there, but our hearts are stronger. So there we can become. How do I become an influencer? Well, you learn about it right here. We teach you. One of the things we teach you is we want you to be a learner. We want you to be a self-learner. Why? Because when you're growing up, when you're leaving this place, you're growing. You grow mentally, you grow emotionally, you grow physically, you grow spiritually. But learn who you are. And the reason why is you want to take care of some fears that you might have, where they're around all the time. But if you learn, becomes your weapon. Your education, your knowledge, your wisdom, it becomes your weapon. Yeah, so that's an influencer. You learn something. And so right here in the Hogan, when you're small, you were in a comfort zone. I call that the comfort zone. When something's scary, dad's there, mom's there, brother's there, and you feel comfortable. You get served with food and bed and everything that you need. But then you walk outside the door, you kind of decide to go move it on your own. All of a sudden you bump into things that you never faced before. But your mom and dad encourage you to keep going. And they say, you learn on your own. Everything you experience, you learn from it. Or if you go to read a book, learn from it. So in our case today, we have so many things. We got podcasts, we got YouTube, we got teacher, we got all books, all tons and tons of books. we have the ability to learn anything we want to learn. Why? Because that's our weapon. That's the way we take care of the addiction or whatever comes into our lives. So we come together to learn, but we can do it on our own also. So if we learn about protantum here, we can go to the YouTube and say, write it out or type it out, and it will show you what protantum means. Or if you want to learn about the research, then you go to a research place where you can find out the details of what that supplement's all about. Yeah. So we come together to learn. It's kind of like a little school, but we are family. All right. We also want to take on the concept of, okay, what's the purpose here? What's my purpose? I mean, I'm learning a lot of stuff, but what's my purpose? Where am I headed? Well, these supplement. Why am I taking these supplements? To be better health, to be stronger mentally, emotionally, socially, and bodily, all those good. So maybe your personal growth might be, have a vision to be strong for longer than, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. I would like to learn how to go way to 80 years, 90 years, So you have a personal growth idea that you're on track to go to have a purpose in life. And one of those purposes is to take this to the next level and say, I have a way to help another. I'm helping myself, but I can help another also. And this family is where I share my growth, I share my learning, and I share my kind of like a testimony idea that I'm benefiting from this product and this team. This team teaches me. There's experts here. All right. And so now, I'll get another mountain. This is why in Navajo 4 is so important. It's 1 mountain, 2 mountains, 3 mountains, 4 mountains. And when you get to the 4th mountain, if you're thinking about this as one day, this becomes the morning, the midday, and the nighttime, because that's where family, you come home. And there's one more mountain. That's that personal growth idea level. I have to learn how to see the big picture in life. I have to know why I'm here on this earth. I have to follow promptings that deal with my people that I call family, or I have to think about my prayer. Is there a prompting that I have? If you remember the church, they talk about Holy Ghost, they talk about spiritual angels. Those are promptings that can be given to you. If you're traditional Navajo, you're talking about what is the Father Sky say? What does Mother Earth say? What is the water and the fire and the water and the air? What's the air telling me? You begin to seek other higher powers, and that's why this is so important. If you think about a day, the day starts here all the way to the evening, and the nighttime is another 12 hours. And so in the nighttime, you're actually creating life. You're creating life. Ado puts it in the morning, it's like a birth, a new birth. Also, you have a rest time. You're resting, and when you get up in the morning, your mind is clear, your body is strong, your voice is stronger, your ideas, your listening ears is stronger. Everything becomes alive every single day. You begin every single day, but you extend, your job is to be better at learning, better at growing. And so at nighttime, you give thanks. You say, so that's why my father, when he gathers us and every morning he line us up and face the east and say prayers. And then he'll gather us at one more time, just before bedtime. We would all line up and look at the west, where the sun went to, where the light went to. And we'd say another prayer and give thanks. and then we rest for the night. Yeah. So this is to support life. This is to give new birth. During the day, let's say you got up at noon or 1, and all of a sudden you're up, and well, the higher power that watches over you, he says, how come he's getting up at noon? I mean, the light started way up here at about 4 or 5 in the morning, Well, it is said that the holy people can make a judgment and say, well, if he's not really interested in extending their minds or their hearts or their body, I'm going to shorten their life. If you want a long life, then I would tell them how to extend life. So in a way, your life could be cut short by going through this day over here, the way you think, the way you are. But nighttime is your birth, creating. So that's the traditional way of thinking. So I told you about that. Now let's say I told you that this is a comfort place, right? But this is the comfort zone, and then there's the fear zone right here. You could get caught up in this. You could miss everything. All of a sudden you're not learning. All of a sudden you're not growing. You could miss all that because this is a whole cycle of things over here. But if you become a learner, if you become a weapon of education, you can get rid of those fears. And when you do that, you're creating another comfort place. And this comfort place is your growth zone, your learning zone, your new level. You're now up here. You're no longer down here. Yeah, you love your home and everything, but now you create your own home, another place that you can call your own. And that's called the new comfort zone or the growth zone. However you want to call it, it's your zone, your individual, I found who I am type of zone. You may create a vision statement, mission statement, those kind of zones. All right. Does anybody have any thoughts or questions? All right. Carol, do you have any thoughts?
No, I just was thinking that at this point, you might want to put on the video the
Okay.
6 reasons why with LifeVantage, so they can see what a difference that would make, and it can be done in 14 minutes, and
Yeah.
we can call it a wrap.
So now we call on the expert or the experts. Yeah.
The experts, and this and they are the experts. You're going to see a lot of people giving you advice. And how, from the business to the products to why LifeVantage.
Was it called six purpose or six
purposes, 6
they might tell us. Let's figure that.
It's the one that I sent you last time.
Yeah,
I can send it over real quick.
Okay, unless we see it right here somehow.
I don't think you will.
Okay. What do they call it? Purpose. 6 purposes.
6 reasons.
Okay. Seven reasons. There are 7 reasons. Okay, all right. So let me.
I just send it to you.
Okay.
You can open it up.
All right. Send it to my Gmail, and we'll go from there. And I'm pause.
I sent it to your text. I texted it to you. I didn't send it on an internet on the text.
My computer doesn't connect to my text. Let's see.
Let's see. Can you
Oh, I know.
Can you,
Let me just go here to, it might be that.
okay, just a minute. I can probably send it to you. I think this is Pearl that's on.
Oh, that's
I'm not
Pearl.
100% sure.
All right. Is that you, Pearl? That's come on board. Yeah, actually,
Okay, Clayton, here it comes. Tell me you're at. Oh, there it is.
I'm trying to see if it's there.
Okay, it should be coming through your Gmail.
All right, there it is. Okay, here we go. We got it. All right, so let's turn this on and let's go ahead and listen in. I'll put this over here so that if I go like this,
If you're ready to take control of your future with network marketing, you're making a smart choice. Every day, people just like you are joining the network marketing industry for many reasons. It offers an opportunity that is simple to start, with tremendous possibilities for personal growth and leadership development. Unlike other independent businesses, network marketing comes with a built-in support system and a community of new friends.
If you want to become a better person and you want to surround yourself with uplifting, encouraging, motivated, hardworking people, come hang out with us. It will change your life.
There's no limit to what you can achieve with persistence, hard work, and consistency. Many people from all walks of life have found success with LifeVantage, and you can too. You may be asking yourself, is this real? Can I really be successful at this?
Absolutely. Please do not let fear and doubt get into your way. This is the best company with the best people with the best products. It's your time, but the only one who can make that decision is you.
There are 6 main reasons why joining LifeVantage is the right choice: products, timing and trends, company, compensation, system, and legacy. With the combination of these key factors, you can feel confident that you have a solid foundation in place to create a successful business.
When I think about people that are looking into this industry or looking into LifeVantage for the first time, and I think back to where I was, I found out why this is the unicorn. Why is this different? Publicly traded, the timing, everything came together.
It's important to partner with a company that makes products you can be proud of. Ask any LifeVantage distributor which product has changed their lives, and they'll tell you about Protandem NRF2 Synergizer. Protandem was discovered by a scientist who found a way to increase antioxidant levels in the body to protect against oxidative stress, a major contributor to aging. The blend of 5 plant ingredients works by activating the body's ability to make its own antioxidants, which are significantly more powerful than any amount you could consume from food. In 2005, a primetime investigative report aired about Protandem. The reporter was amazed by the results he saw, and so were the viewers. His oxidative stress levels returned to those of a teenager. After the show aired, demand was overwhelming, and within 2.5 weeks, more than $5 million in orders were received. Eventually, the product was available from popular retail outlets. However, without someone to explain why it was different, sales were low. Nobody knew about activation. It was a giant story that needed to be shared. In 2009, LifeVantage was born as a network marketing company. Through word of mouth, the little yellow activator grew into a worldwide phenomenon. Many prominent research institutions took note of the discovery, and studies were funded around the world from institutions including Harvard, Ohio State University, the American Journal of Physiology, National Institute on Aging, and the American Heart Association. Protandem NRF2 Synergizer is the only supplement proven to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in just 30 days. The groundbreaking formula is so unique, it's protected by multiple patents.
As I learned about that product, the science absolutely won me over because I am a skeptic. So after I did my due diligence and did the research and confirmed to me that the ProTandem NRF2 products and the similar nutrigenomic products were the real deal, I had absolutely no problem in putting the LifeVantage name behind my name.
If you had a flip phone and I showed you what an iPhone looked like, would you want that new technology or would you want to just keep that flip phone? Because that's what we have scientifically, is we have an advanced technology that can absolutely change the trajectory of your lifespan and your health span.
Really within a week, I noticed better energy. I was waking up feeling refreshed, so I had my energy back. I felt like I should feel at 31, and it was absolutely incredible.
Since that first discovery, LifeVantage remains committed to the idea of activating wellness from within. This has sparked the development of additional products to address cellular aging, energy, youthful skin, and much more. LifeVantage continues to advance the science of activation and health by collaborating with its internal scientific advisory board and with respected research organizations like the Linus Pauling Institute. LifeVantage products are clean, made to the highest quality standards, and deliver real benefits. As you begin to use these activation products, you may want to share them with others who are also looking for simple ways to reach their health goals.
My coworkers, they look at me sometimes and ask me, man, what you doing? Hey, activation.
You may think success in network marketing is about luck. It's actually about timing. And the timing could not be better for you to achieve success with LifeVantage. LifeVantage is a direct selling company with a vision to inspire the remarkable through wellness products and entrepreneurial opportunities that help people feel better and fuel their purpose. This vision couldn't align more closely with major trends today. The Direct Selling Association reports consistent growth in the industry since 2010, with the highest growth in the wellness category. That trend is expected to continue, surpassing the music, movie, and video gaming industries combined. The timing is also ideal because there's room to grow with LifeVantage. The company is well established, with annual sales over $200 million from a small base of distributors in 17 countries around the globe. The market is stable but not saturated. It's perfectly positioned for exponential international growth. So you could be a part of a company that's winning before it has won.
If we were going to make money, I needed to be sharing an opportunity that people had not heard about, and that wasn't just focused on females or just focused on, athletes or just focused on weight loss. The timing is unbelievable. The opportunity is unbelievable because so few people know.
Even if you have the greatest products with the greatest mentorship and the greatest compensation plan and the greatest company backing it, it really meant nothing if everybody else already knew about it.
When this got shown to me, I was 38 years old and there wasn't any light at the tunnel. Now, every day's a dream again.
Network marketing has plenty of examples of companies that were overnight sensations and then disappeared. That's why partnering with a stable company that operates with integrity is critical. LifeVantage has been in business since 2009 and listed on the NASDAQ since 2012. As a publicly traded company, all financial results are transparent and public to shareholders. LifeVantage holds no debt and is led by a CEO committed to maintaining a solid business. The LifeVantage Board of Directors includes experienced executives from large consumer goods companies who also provide strategic guidance. As a member of the Direct Selling Association, LifeVantage adheres to high ethical standards and requires its distributors to do the same. This means all claims about products, earnings, and other areas must be honest, accurate, and demonstrable. Most importantly, LifeVantage sincerely cares about its distributors and customers and is dedicated to providing exceptional support and a solid business foundation to build upon.
The company is so forward-facing, and I'm excited about everything that's done in such a professional way.
There's nothing that we need that LifeVantage doesn't provide for us.
The beauty of our business is that, we can have our own small business, but yet we have the backing of a corporate team who wants the most success for us.
Building an income is an excellent reason to start a business, so let's talk compensation. Network marketing is a business unlike any other. It's not always easy, but with focus, consistency, time, and effort, it can pay off. Whether you choose to focus on product sales and supplemental or leveraged income, the LifeVantage compensation plan can help you reach your financial goals. Your earnings at LifeVantage are based on product sales, and the plan is designed to help you succeed quickly. Distributors earn commissions based on volume generated at every level. When your team increases in size, so does your income. As you move up the ranks of your business, there are built-in bonuses along the way. LifeVantage is unique because earnings are paid daily, weekly, and monthly. One of the most exciting bonuses that LifeVantage offers is the Leadership Bonus Pool. 4% of total commissionable global sales is paid to qualified leaders. By following the LifeVantage system, this bonus allows you to participate in the growth generated by others and prior to your arrival. In addition to the compensation plan, LifeVantage regularly offers cash rewards and trips to unforgettable destinations. Additionally, top earners are also recognized with significant rewards, including a Jeep or a shopping spree through the My Life Venture program. And don't forget, all your business expenses may be tax write-offs as well.
We've gained a lot of flexibility with this business because of the extra income that it's provided for us. I don't have to put in as many hours as I did before in my other job, which has opened a lot of doors for us.
I looked on the earnings claim statement. I said, if I can make Pro 7 money, 6 figures, I want to meet that one person. If one person can do it, I'm in. And I went to that meeting and I met one person who was making that income, and I said, this is real.
I spent 3 years trying to build my personal training business. To start with LifeVantage was so minimal, and right away you can go into profit mode. Right away you're getting return on your investment.
Warren Buffett said, you know, you're nothing until you learn how to make money while you're sleeping. That it's nice to lay in bed at night and say, well, I'm earning money right now. And if something did happen where I couldn't go to work or whatever, we would be okay.
With a leveraged income model, it gives people options. Everyone's going to have life happen sometime, whether it's an accident or a taking care of an elderly parent. It's like if they can have options and not have to make that choice of having to go back to work or not being allowed to take time off, what a gift that is.
Network marketing is unique because you can choose to live the, quote, laptop lifestyle and work your business from anywhere at any time. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. LifeVantage is there to provide support and training at every step along the way. From the day you receive your enrollment pack, you have a launch guide to get you started, as well as a roadmap for success. You receive a link to a personal e-commerce website and access to a distributor app loaded with exceptional videos and creative marketing tools right at your fingertips.
Today you can run your business from the palm of your hand. I love that app. That app is friggin' ridiculous. It's so easy to use.
You'll also have access to a dedicated distributor support team to answer your questions and provide assistance. As part of the LifeVantage community, you will have access to mentorship and training events around the country and all over the world. Attending events is key to obtaining momentum in your business. LifeVantage hosts an annual global convention plus many smaller regional events where you will be inspired, celebrated, and applaud other distributors' successes. As you advance and your business continues to grow, you will be eligible to attend exclusive higher-level training events that will help you develop as a leader and mentor.
Our company actually has a very simple system that I just followed, and that's the reason why I was able to be successful with this.
I would definitely suggest plugging into events, meeting other distributors, other people, other LifeVantage family across the country and across the world. That will make you go through everything that you're about to embark on differently, to have friends and know people have your back.
The relationships you're going to make at the live events are life-changing. You can't put a price tag on those.
Giving back is extremely important to those with LifeVantage. The LifeVantage mission is to offer a better path to wellness and a healthy life. As part of that mission, distributors and employees can give back through opportunities provided through LifeVantage Legacy, a 501c3. Donations are raised to support children's health and provide disaster relief around the world, improving the living conditions in areas where it's needed most. leaving a better legacy for all.
I remember somebody saying, we no longer have to feel the wind when the wind blows, and we no longer get wet when it rains, because you now provided a roof over my head. I mean, that's legacy. That's the importance of this company, and really what we're doing here is changing lives forever in so many different ways.
We invite you to be part of this thrilling and rewarding opportunity.
What do you have to lose? You have far more to gain than you do to lose, if anything to lose.
Richard Branson said if somebody offers you an opportunity, say yes and learn about it later. And you absolutely can do this.
LifeVantage is a family. It really, really is. It's us all working together to accomplish one goal together.
Your passion, commitment, and time, partnered with the power of LifeVantage, can activate your way to a remarkable life. LifeVantage. Life activated.
Okay, so we just did the little presentation where you're learning and we're all together and we're learning. So we're kind of like sitting in a big hogan right here, and everybody comes in here, goes this way, and sits wherever they want, but we all get to learn. So one of your goals is to be a learner, and one of your big goals is to be a personal growth, and that could be through the product, you know, the mental, the physical, the emotional, and then the spiritual, if you connect with the higher power. All these things are growing. So that's one. We call that wellness, but we also call this place what wealth, or I call it financial freedom. And that's when you begin to see other team members under you, meaning 10. That's the goal I would seek, is just 10. You don't need 100, or later on you can think about other things. But right now I say this a connector. You're just acting like a connector. And when you bring somebody here, you meet other connectors. And the experts are there, just like we received this little video clip. That's the expert telling us to learn about it, telling us to grow, telling us to see the bigger picture, so that we can create our own comfort zone. I want us to kind of keep going with, because there's so many things we can learn from the culture, but also from this idea of LifeVantage ideas. All right, Carol, any thoughts?
No, not a whole lot. I think that these things go really good together, and like I said, I don't know exactly who's on with this. It's a Samsung number. If somebody wants to let us know, I think it's Pearl. But we've had several get on and off today. There's Pearl, Ray, Debbie Benali. Heather was trying to get on, and somebody named Velvet. and so I'm not sure exactly who's on, but I felt like tonight your presentation really does explain LifeVantage, and even the idea of improved health through the products. It didn't bring in the products, but combining the two together really is a way to share the information and realize the culture, Navajo culture.
Yeah. Our culture, our culture is the foundation, but all of us have another need, and that's the health, and the wealth is there also. So we got to learn about each of those ways. But our goal is just to find another connector so that we can bring them in here, so we can train them. And then from there, we grew just 10 people. I bet you can contact, within the next 2 weeks, I bet you can contact 5 that will be willing to come. And if you're really gung-ho, connect with 10. Go ahead.
I think one thought I had as we were watching it, I was thinking, what if we reversed and we showed the LifeVantage information first, and then went into the culture, and then if there's extra things in the culture, you've got the extra time, and those that can't can get some of the culture, but they can get the 15 minutes of LifeVantage. And then, towards the end, we would want to bring back the idea that get back with the person that invited you to the presentation. If we could get to where we could put this information into about 15-20 minutes with your diagram. I can't think of what I want to use. And the idea of being the connector and the influencer, and maybe we can send this recording out and we can ask people to respond as to what they think we might want to do for the next meeting, which will be the first. Are we going to try to do the first and third Thursdays, or do you want to do the second and fourth Thursdays? What works best for you?
I think second. Second and fourth.
Second Tuesday.
Yeah, because first.
Second and fourth. Okay.
Yeah, first of the month is kind of where people are traveling, I think. All right, and Joniette. So yeah, if you have something to say, go ahead and say it, because I think do we do the cultural first and then the LifeVantage, or do we do the training first and then go back into the culture?
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter, because we can start anywhere. We can start anywhere.
There was, knowing something about LifeVantage, so much of what you said made so much sense and really did make the connection. The whole idea of it, it just kind of, as I was thinking about it, I thought, what if everybody that's on there has learned a little bit about LifeVantage, and then he shares this information about the culture and the connector and the influencer. I don't know. I just kind of thought that was neat. So the person that's on with us, I don't know, can you get on? Can you speak at all? I mean, I didn't see anything that showed a microphone, so I don't know if you can.
But you can text. Maybe you can text. Okay. There's a chat thing right here. You can text. All right. So if you can text, that'd be great too.
Yeah, if you can text in and let us know your thoughts, or text me, or Clayton afterwards also.
Or you can either text, or you can go online and send me an email, claytonnaz at gmail.com. See, that's my, that's where I'll put that there. All right. So let me tell you the last thing. This is something that I think we need to discuss as traditionally. So there are so many subjects we can add as we learn about LifeVantage and the culture. Here are some fears. We have fears of speaking. We have fears of trying to get connected to others. We have fears of being self-confident in ourselves. How do we overcome them? I would like to address each of these based on our culture. How is it that we can say we can let go of these fears? The fear of failure, have you failed? Well, there's ways not to fail. The fail of or just the fear of the unknown. The feel, and then we make excuses, and all of a sudden we can't move. Or maybe somebody has an opinion about what we do, or think they say something, and we kind of feel like, okay, yeah, they're right, and I can't do anything about that, so I'm just going to stay where I am. So these fears, we can address these fears culturally and maybe by research. And boy, I just got trained for the last 4 days, and there are so many ways we can become personal growth is the answer there. That's our weapon right there. Our weapon just sitting right there. The other thought is what goes round comes around. When we implement this idea, it will come around to our lives. It will, if we want to figure out a new comfort zone through personal growth and through learning, that will come to us and we'll be stronger. We'll create our own comfort zone. So I would say just keep coming. And then as soon as you can start connecting with us, be a better connector, boy, you're going to be taken off. Yeah. I the next show the bay, hit on John Dolly. Oh, yeah, what's over scare. Even that she, yeah, yo, and hollow. Even that she, yeah, ha, hollow. Even that she, yeah, hollow. So, how much had shade, hollow. Even that she, yeah, I have family. I have a group that loves me, cares for me. So a family in the home, but when we get together up here, we have a family in our business. Any thoughts? I'm going to say let's meet again next 2 weeks, or whenever that is, the second Thursday. All right.
That worked. The second Thursday.
All right. I'm going to shut the.
Thank you. Was that